I'm using a stamp called Large Rose Heart, and it's from a company called Inca Stamps. And I'm going to take some Versamark, Versamark ink, and just ink that up really well. And press that down on my piece of white cardstock. Now I'm going to use some, this is Paper Mania Seafoam White embossing powder. I'm just going to sprinkle that over. Probably quite difficult to see at the moment, but once I add the watercolour you'll be able to see what it's going to look like. I'm going to take my heat gun, I'm going to heat that up. Now I'm taking just a cheap little set of watercolours that I've got. This is a Reeves set, and a mop brush, which I've filled with water. I'm just going to drown my image with water all the way across, and then I'm going to take some red paint onto my brush and just move that all around like so. And I think I might add a little bit of orange as well, just for a blended colour change. Just moving that around just to make sure that everywhere has got some colour. And I'm just going to mop up some of the extra bits of paint, water rather, not paint, where it's pooling a bit. I'm just going to let that dry now. Okay, so I've got myself a 5x7 card base. It's just a ready-made one, and I've cut myself out a few. These I've just taken from my scraps folder. I keep lots of little folders of scraps of papers in colour order. I've got, these are my red ones here, and I've cut out some scraps. I mean, this is me recycling at its best, I suppose, or worse, whatever you want to call it. This is the an inside of a card, a Christmas card, but I saw that it had really pretty red paper, so I thought I'll keep that. That's going to come in handy. So don't tell Pete, because this is going to be his Valentine's card. But that's going on the base, and then I've just cut a few other of my scraps, and I'm going to layer them up. This is one of my favourite kind of go-to techniques. I'll fiddle about until I get them to a layer that I like, and then I'm going to start sticking them down. So I'll do that and speed it up for you. I'm not going to stick this piece down to begin with. I'm just going to place it where I want it. And on the back of all of my layering pieces, I've only put a small amount of double-sided tape. And that is because, and I've kept the tape more into the centre of each piece, because I think what I want to do is do a sewn border around the outside. So I'm going to just stick these all down now, and like I said, I'll speed this bit up. So I've taken my my layered up pieces of paper, and I've sewn a zigzag border around the edge. I hope you can see that on camera. I'm not sure if you can. And now I've found this piece of red ribbon from my scrap bin, and I've just added a little bit of double-sided tape to the back of that, and I'm going to add that as another layer and another bit of texture. It's just about layering up and getting lots of different textures. So I'm just going to pop that on. Just eyeballing it, I think that's going to be okay. I'll get in there. I'm going to fussy cut my heart shape out now. Okay, so I've cut my heart out now, and I've also pulled a couple of little hearts from my stash. Whenever I've got scrap bits of paper, I'll cut hearts out with my punches and my dies. So I've got a few little hearts that I'm going to add to this as well. So I'm going to speed up now while I put all this together.